Thomas, everybody from Papakura, Kyokushin, during this period of no training while we're fighting to keep this COVID-19 under control. I'll be posting short videos of things I want students to work on. I've been asked to do full training videos, but realistically, you can go on the internet and find fitness videos, karate videos that'll do training, and I don't think people want to sit there and watch a 1 hour session of me doing it like that. So over the years, I've always struggled with students to be able to improve in certain ways. So this, I feel, this is a good time for students to improve just on those little things. It will only take small amounts of training, but a bit of perseverance in your own time. So today's video is going to be on foot positioning for kicks. So we've got different positions on the foot, the kick. The first one I want to cover is the position for Giddy, which is a groin kick to the groin. Okay, so the kick goes like this. So we'll be standing and we're kicking to the groin in this position. Now the foot position for this particular kick is haisoko, which is translated as the instep of the foot into this position here. So we want to be kicking in the groin with this part of the foot. So we need to be able to practice this position. So as the kick comes up, the way I like to do it, I like to get the foot into the position that it needs to be to execute the kick. The kick then comes out at groin height and toes are down and foot pointing forward for the kick to the groin in this position. Back and down. So again, up, foot down, kicking out to the groin using haisoko, the instep of the foot, strike, bring it back and down. Okay, so what we need to practice is getting our foot into this position. This particular position is probably the easiest of all the positions to get the foot into. It's quite natural for most people to do it. So here I go again, one last one. Come up, kick out, back and down. Up, stretch the foot out, back and down. Okay, we'll cover more about the kick in another episode, but for now, this is more about foot positioning than anything else. Okay, so the next kick we'll do is Giddy, which is the front kick. Okay, for this part of this kick, what we need to use is chusoko, which chusoko is the ball of the foot. So being underneath this area of the foot here, beneath the toes. Now I struggle to get my toes back because I've munted them too many times over the years doing fighting, and my toes are not that flexible in that position anymore, and there's a few issues going on there, but we'll show you as good as I can do it. Okay, so the way we need to, the foot position that we need to be in is the foot needs to be stretched out and toes pointing back. So if I had to do it like this, toes pulling back and in this position. So I'll just show you the form of the kick. So from here, the foot comes up to the knee, strikes out. Notice my foot is pointing forward and my toes back. I pull back and down again. Okay, so the next kick, obviously it comes up to the knee, kicks out, toes, foot pointing forward and toes back. In that position, pulling back and down. Okay, the way I'd practice this kick is you can just do it sitting down or anything. It's just a matter of being able to just go bang and put your foot out into that position. Okay, again, just be able to put your foot out in that position without any effort. You shouldn't have to think about it. If you're doing a Giddy, your foot should just point in that direction. Okay, so that was number 2. The next one I want to cover is Yoko Giddy. So Yoko Giddy is the same foot position for if you're going Yoko Kensitsugiri, which is the kick to the knee joint. You're using the side of your foot, sukotsu. So from here, coming up, we strike out. Okay, from here, notice the big toe is pointing up and the little toe is pointing down. We need to get the foot in the sideways position like this, and so that basically the side of the foot and the heel is the one that are doing the striking. We come back and down. To get your foot into the correct position, it is very important that we also turn the foot that's on the ground as the kick comes up. The foot on the ground should turn. That will bring your hip over, and the foot will go into that sideways position easier. Back and down. If you don't turn this foot, what tends to happen is that you come up and your foot will be pointing in this upwards position like this. Okay, which is wrong. We need to get that foot parallel with the ground when it comes out, and the only way to do that is to alter your hip position. Your hip position will give you everything in this kick as long as you can get the foot into position. So again, we come up, the foot on the ground turns, the kick comes out, and from here it is parallel with the ground. We're hitting with that knife edge. We come back and down. Okay. This one is probably the most difficult one for everybody to get, and don't be satisfied with just doing a kick that doesn't get your foot into the right position by turning your foot. Then your kick will look like a sort of a half front kick to the side. We want that foot up, turned over, and pushing the hip out, back and down. The side kick is a valuable kick, can be used in a lot of situations, and really it looks good when you've got a very, very well formed foot and well formed hip position doing the kick. I'll just do a couple of these kicks for you just to give you an idea. So from here it would come up, kicking out. Okay, I'll just do my right foot because I've got limited space right where I'm standing, and so from here, foot up, kicks out, back and down. So in a position like this. When you're practicing, try not to rush these things. Don't rush your kick. Very important that you do things slowly and methodically. Get it right. Get it right, and then from there, as you go, you'll be able to increase speed, increase power as your foot and your hip and everything gets into the right position. So again, up, out, back and down. This. The last foot position we're looking at is also striking's actually the same as Giddy. We're striking with haisuko, this part of our foot here, and it's coming around, and we're going to do a roundhouse kick, a mawashi giddy. Okay, so for mawashi giddy, it's exactly the same. From here, we need to load up. Where you get your knee is very important. If my knee is pointing down like this, the mawashi giddy, if I let my foot go, will go down. Okay, if my knee is in this position here, so my leg is parallel with the ground, of course, when I let it go, the mawashi giddy will come in that direction. If I want to do a high kick, I must bring my leg up here and get the leg in the angle so that when I let it go, it goes up into a high position. Okay, again, exactly the same as the Giddy kick we did. The foot is in this position here, particularly for the head kick and for the Giddy mawashi-giri, the thigh kick. Okay, for middle section kick, we can have our kick in the similar position to the Giddy, we can hit with our ball of our foot, or in the same position like this with the haisuku, with the instep of the foot. So again, if you're doing the kick, your foot position is very important. So from here, it must stay here. When we come up to get our hip into the right position, this foot on the ground must move into this position. The foot comes out from here and it must be in haisuku position, pointing like this, back and down. Make sure you get that good load up, because when you do the kick, you need to make sure that the kick isn't starting from this position. You lose a lot of power and it's easier to read and block from that position. But if it comes up and it's pulled right back before it comes out, boom, you'll get a nice kick and good form. And from there, you can work to get that kick better just by getting the good form and then slowly increasing your speed and power. For instance, from here, doing a jorama washi giddy, bang, bang, left foot, bang, bang. Us. So that's the end of this short video. Go away if you're a student in Papakura Kyokushin, practice it. Use this month that things are not that the club is closed down because of our status here in New Zealand at the moment, and go away and practice it. Okay, thank you very much for watching, and well, I hope to see if anybody wants to put a comment, put a short video on the comments of them practicing this kick. I'll welcome it very much. And it'll be interesting to see what people are up to and whether they're practicing these things that I'm putting on there. Us. Thank you very much. Us.